Jesus Christ, I'm talking away to myself. I got myself on mute. Bloody thing. Jesus Christ, I'm talking away to myself. Hang on. We've got solid feedback. I got myself. Got solid feedback now. Yeah. Rookie mistake. Got myself on mute. Didn't understand what was going on. Bloody thing. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I hope everybody is well. I hope you're all having a great weekend. Hey, what's up? Jesus Christ, what the hell's up with this? For some reason, my brain's not working properly. Anyway, so don't understand what's going on there. But yeah, first things first. Let me just get this off my chest, right? To all the dickheads out there, and there's quite a few of them, but to all the dickheads out there that keep making these stupid threats that when they see me, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And you know who you are, Chef, don't you? And you know who you are, Ting Tong, don't you? And you know who you are, Stephen Todd, don't you? You know, just to name but three of them. Well, when these dickheads out there, especially Chef and his little lapdog, Ting Tong, who loves to suck on Chef's dick, just let me put this out there. I got doxed 3.5 years ago. Everybody knows where I live. It's no effing secret. So if you're going to threaten me, if you're going to turn around and say you're going to do this to me, you're going to do that to me, you're going to do this to me, you're going to do that to me, you know where I fucking live. You know, don't make threats that, oh, when I see you, I'm going to fucking fill you in. You know where I live. Chef, you know exactly where I live. Don't threaten me. Don't say, oh, if you ever come down to London, I'm going to batter you. Get a fucking train. Get up here. You know where I live. I'm not hiding. So get your ass up here if that's the way you feel. If you feel, and Ting Tong, get your mouth from round Chef's cock and fucking think for yourself instead of thinking like a dick. Because I don't know who you are, Ting Tong. I have no idea who you are. But you're some kind of dickhead. That's all I can say. You're a dickhead who's sucking Chef's cock. So get your mouth from round his cock and fucking sort yourself out. And as far as you, Stephen Todd, you know, you're as bad as other people who have not been to Thailand since about 2016. What you know about Thailand now is fuck all. You ain't been there for 6 fucking years. You live in a fantasy land. You claim that you come to Crick, you come to Magna Park, regular. That's 8 miles away from where I live. Don't threaten me while you're sitting safe on that fucking unbarred channel. Get your arse in gear, drive your fucking truck down the road and come and visit me, you plastic fucking Geordie. Don't threaten to come and see me. Get off your fucking arse and come and see me, you fucking dickhead. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject of fucking Chef, Ting Tong and fucking Todd. You're just fucking idiots, all of you. The only reason you can get away with doing what you're doing is because you're anonymous. No fucking knows who you are because you ain't got the bollocks. You haven't got them testicles hanging between your legs. They're not big enough to fucking put your face out there and let people know who you are, because everybody knows that as soon as you do that, you'll get the biggest fucking slapping of your fucking lives. Not of me, but of a lot of other people who you've upset. Very safe to sit there anonymously on a fucking chat, slagging me off, slagging Beans and Brews off, slagging off whoever you want. But don't threaten me when you know where I am. Not being funny, don't threaten me when you know where I am. Like I said, Chef, I will, when I fucking come down to London, when I'm ready to meet you, I will tell you where and when. But like everybody else, you ain't going to turn up for me either. All right, that's it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about on this subject. I've got it off my chest. It's took me 5 minutes. That's me rant over. Anyway, Frosty, how are you, mate? Are you all right? Oh, you're not going to believe it, Frosty. Changing the subject and trying to lighten up the subject a little bit. You're not going to believe it. Fucking Andy back to 28-1 winner yesterday. I think it was called Greg the Great, I think it was. He got 28-1. It finished up at about, I think it finished up at about 14-1. But he had a lucky 15. I've got to be honest with you. He had a lucky 15, each way lucky 15. And that was the only one he had. He had a dead eat third, was his other one. But yeah, he's if he comes on here, which he probably will come on here in a bit, but if he comes on here, you're going to hear about that. You will hear about that. He's living off the back of that fucking that horse that won yesterday, 28-1. Oh, and by the way, Frosty, I will tell you, we were talking last night and we wondered what happened to Adoc. You're not going to believe what happened. They'd had no rain up there for 2 or 3 days. So the groundsman decided to water the track. But he put too much water on the track and he made it unsafe to run. He'd put that much he'd wet it that much that it became slippy going round the fucking bends and it made it unsafe. Hello, the real Mr. Nobody. How are you? You all right? Yeah, made it unsafe going round the bends. So they had to abandon it. They had to abandon it after 2 races. Fucking crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you imagine if you'd... I mean, Adoc, we all know where Adoc is. If you don't know where Adoc is, it's up in Lancashire. It's up near Liverpool, that area. Adoc Park, but I'm bleeding hope it is. Now I've just said it is. I'm sure I've not got it mixed up with another one. Yeah, it's up there because when, if I remember correctly, when Aintree got supposedly bombed off for the Grand National, they put all the horses into Adoc stables. So. Yeah, they put all the horses into Adoc stables. So, yeah, I know. Ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, they said that it was waterlogged, but I knew they hadn't had a lot of rain, but apparently they're talking about it all over the place now. That it was actually, but I wouldn't mind. But one of my tips were running in the 5 to 9. One of my tips I gave out earlier. It was running in the 5 to 9. So part of me was quite grateful that it got called off because I got to be honest, it's one of them where, when you put these tips out there, you're hoping that they win, but deep down you're like, shit, I don't want them to lose. So, yeah, one of my horses were running into 5 to 9, but I did have a good day, as you know, Frosty, because I showed you the bet. I did have a good day yesterday. I had 8-1 winner and a 5-1 winner. So I did have a good day yesterday. So I was quite happy with that. Andy's joined. Did you cash out? No, I didn't. The last one, which was Dark Shot, I got paid the first 4. So with Dark Shot, I let it run. It finished 4th. So I'd done them each way, so I got paid out for the each way. If I should have cashed out, I'd have got more money if I cashed out, but I didn't cash out, obviously. And when they pulled that 20 that one at Adoc out, I was on an eyed into nothing anyway. The cash out dropped drastically, but I mean, Jesus, we only do it for a bit of fun anyway, don't we? So. Yeah, well, Andy's joined Sky Bet now, so he'll be. He joined Sky Bet. He got £30 worth of free bets. So he's been picking his horses today. So he should be on here later, but he was picking his horses today when I left him. So big match. A few big football matches this weekend, I do believe. I don't think I'm wrong in thinking that. I know Liverpool are playing tonight. I think Liverpool will win 3-1. I just think that, to be truthful, I think Man City had the better of Real Madrid and just took the foot off the gas. That's the only reason they got through, and I think Liverpool are too good for Real Madrid. That's my honest opinion. I've been wrong before, but I think Liverpool will win 3-1. I fancy Forest to turn over Huddersfield. Really do. I hope, in actual fact, I hope Forest do go up. It'll be good to have another East Midlands side in the Premiership. So I hope Forest do go up. Even though they're our local dog, it's our local rivals. From a footballing point of view, I'd love them to go up. So, whatever. But other than that, I think isn't the Division 1? Is it Division 1 or Division? Yeah, I think it's Division 1 playoffs today, isn't it? Is it today? Is that the football that's on today? The Division 1 playoffs? Yeah, Division 2. Mansfield against Port Vale. Oh, right. Okay. Mansfield against Port Vale. I'd like to see Mansfield go up because I do actually like Nigel Clough, and he's manager of Mansfield, and I'm damn sure that he's done it. He's done it. He's done his 7. I actually told him about that straight away, and he did his 7 straight away. So he's done his thingy. Where's the co-host today, Mr. Bear? Where's the co-host? He should be on. I've been talking to him this morning. I've sent him the link. I've already said, Raider, I've already said that I think you'll win 3-1 today. Like I say, I think Forest will win tomorrow. And I think I'd like to see Mansfield win today because I do like Nigel Clough, and I'd like to see him. I'd like to see Mansfield win. So, but yeah, he should be on. I don't understand why he's not. I might give him a bell and ask him where the hell he is. People are asking about him. He'll probably tell me to piss off if I ring him. He's not answering. He's there. Hello. Yeah, I've sent it. I've sent you the thing. And you got people asking where you are. Really? Yeah. The message was, "Where's the co-host?" So the what? Oh yeah, your mate's there. Yeah, Frosty's already there. Oh, you want to pick Frosty's brains? All right, well, get your arse on then, so you can pick his brains. All right. 10 minutes. All right. I've had me rant, so I've had me rant. I'm safe to go. Yeah, well, I've had me rant. Oh, so don't worry about that. That's already went in the first 5 minutes. There was nobody on so when I did me rant. Yeah, all right, try. Fucking hell, that told me. Fuck off, I'm doing something. All right, then. Yeah, he'll be on in a minute, Mr. Bear. He'll be on in a minute. Stu D, weekly update. Leicester are still shit. Okay, then, Stu. I could say the same as I always say, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let it slide. But I could say what I always say, which is how many trophies did you win last season, which is 0. We won 1. There was only 3 sides in the Premiership that won a trophy last season, and that was Liverpool, Man City and us. Yeah, we're shit. Shit is a strong word. We're an average side, but we did win. We're still only one of 3 Premiership sides that won a trophy last season. Just so I'd put that out there. I mean, what else can I say? So. But I joking apart, though, Stu, I did see that Kane is actually going to sign a new contract with you after saying he wanted to leave to Man City last season. He's now talking about signing a new contract. So, obviously, if we're going to talk football and poor side, Leicester and Spurs, and with my hatred for Spurs and your dislike for Leicester, let's talk football. Obviously, he's getting on really well with your new manager, so maybe he sees it. Maybe he sees it as a step forward. Maybe he sees that Tottenham can actually go on and maybe win, maybe the Mickey Mouse Cup this season, because somebody put up that he's the most expensive player value-wise. He's the most expensive player never to win a trophy. Ooh, worth 100 million and never won a trophy. Grealish was the one below him, but he's now won the league. So, yeah, Kane is the only one, most expensive player never to win a trophy. What did Leicester win? Let me think. What did Leicester win last season? Oh, yeah, we won the Charity Shield, didn't we? Because, I mean, you have to have won either the league or the FA Cup the season before to get into the Charity Shield, which we did, and then we beat Man City in the Charity Shield to win the Charity Shield. So we are only one of 3 sides to have won a trophy. So we won the Charity Shield. Yeah, Cambo. He keeps sending me pictures of him drunk and pictures of buckets of alcohol that he keeps throwing down his neck, Mr. Bear. So yeah, he is enjoying it a lot. So. Yeah, that is probably your only stumbling block. But yeah, I mean, Kane wouldn't put pen. He's always said he wouldn't put pen to paper unless he could see that Spurs were going forward, and obviously with that manager, he sees them as going forward. So, just doing your ITV7 now. Yeah, I've actually not done that yet. I've got till 2:05 to do it. I mean, I don't know why I do it, because I go out in the first race every freaking time. So, but yeah, I don't know whether you heard me yesterday when I was on Cambo's live stream, Stu. But I was saying that when the season starts, you ought to get on board what I'm doing. I'm doing it for horses, but you ought to get you ought to get on board for the old football, putting up a set of, like you do on YouTube when you put out 4 or 5 teams that you think will win. You can actually make money off it, Stu. And I'm being genuine. I'm not lying to you. You can actually genuinely make money off it. I'm doing it for horses, but you could easily do it you're easily capable of doing it for football if you ever thought about it. I know me and you in the past have always had differences, and I know, but I'm just saying, if you ever genuinely think about it, just catch me on one of these live streams, and I'll talk to you away from YouTube and tell you how you can do it. But you can. I mean, I've just started a membership up for horses tips, and you charge a monthly amount, and basically you'd be gobsmacked at how many people actually join. Really, truthfully, I was saying it on Cambo's live stream the other day. there's one bloke, I won't name him, but he works in Tesco's somewhere in the country, and I don't even know where, but I know he works in Tesco's because sometimes when he puts his tips out, he's actually wearing his Tesco's uniform. But he works in Tesco's, and this bloke has 1,000. No, hang on. Yes, is it Tim? Yeah, he has 1,000 members who pay £5 a month for his tips. I honestly think you'll struggle next season, Mr. Bear. Truthfully, I don't want to see you struggle because I actually do quite like Everton, but I actually do think that you will struggle next season just for the simple reason that I don't like your manager. I think your manager's not the best manager in the world. I think you actually. Last season, I think you had 2 shit managers, and I think you've still got a shit manager. And I do, honestly, I mean, at Derby, he didn't perform that good. At Chelsea, he definitely didn't perform that good, and I don't think he's done that good at Everton. I think you've got some cracking players, but I think you've got a few dead weights as well. And I just think you will struggle next season if you don't sort out your manager and get something sorted from that point, because exactly that's what I've just said, Stu. Totally agree with you. Lampard is not a good manager. Seriously, I think you can, a side like Everton could get a better manager than that, a much better manager than that. That's how I see it anyway. But yeah, but they'd only leave because they don't agree. It's like everything, isn't it? No, don't get me wrong. I'm glad you stayed up. I mean, it's horrible because I actually think that if Burnley had kept their manager, I think they'd have stayed up. I think they made the mistake by getting rid of him. I think they shouldn't have got rid of him. I think Sean Dyer would have turned it around. I honestly think they'd have stayed up. But that's just what I think. But if they'd have stayed up, who would it have put down in its place? Probably Leeds, which I didn't want to see go down anyway, because they're hoping to extend their stadium up to 55,000. Leeds are, and they needed the Premiership to do that. So, I don't know. I just think I didn't want to see Everton go down. Didn't want to see Leeds go down. I did want to see Burnley go down because they sacked him and I like him. So anyway, getting back. So yes, Stu, this bloke's got 1,000 members, £5 a month each. £5,000 he's making. £5,000 a month. The platform that he's using, they take 25% off him. So for every £1,000 he's losing 250. So he's losing what 1,250 quid, but he's still clearing £3,750 a month. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, you'd love to be getting that just for naming 5 teams that you think's going to win on a Saturday. You've got to have a good ratio though. Your win to loss ratio has got to be half decent. I mean, I'm lucky. Yesterday I had a 5-1 and an 8-1 winner yesterday, and I had a 12-1 place. So yesterday I actually had a good day. But yeah, you do need to turn your ratio. You do need to have a decent ratio for you to get the members, because they're not going to stay if you keep putting up losers, or if your football tips keep losing. They're not going to stay. You might get them for a month, but they'll piss off after that. So yeah, it's worth looking into, Stu, if you're interested. But it's not I know what people say. It's not a scam. It's not a con. You don't force people into joining you, and they're free to leave anytime they want. So it's not a scam. And as you can see, I've not actually named it on YouTube, so I will not name it on YouTube because of the simple reason I don't want people to think that I'm just scamming, because I have no intention of scamming, so I don't even mention it on here. I don't mention what platform it is or anything like that. My thoughts on Everton are that of a famous ocean liner that departed Southampton. Yeah, that departed Southampton. Fucking hell, the Titanic. Yeah. I mean, Burnley are pushing them about the thing, but that debt, is it not true? Mr. Bear, maybe you can answer this. That debt that they're trying to say is irregularity. Isn't that debt something to do with the money that they've spent building the new ground? Isn't that where a lot of that debt went to or is involved in? That's what I heard anyway. Yeah, no problem, Stu. I will do. The only reason I thought I mentioned it to you is because I hear that every so often or towards the end of the season, you kept putting out 4 or 5 accumulators for people. So you kept putting out 4 or 5 accumulators for people. So that's why I said it. Oh, right. Russian ties as well. Fuck, you know. Mm-hmm. How was your day last Sunday, Dave, at York Races? Was it any good? Did you have many winners? Burnley. Yeah, I know they have. Yeah, I know they have, Dave. That, to me, that's wrong though. You shouldn't. That's bringing politics into sport, and I disagree with that. Strongly disagree with bringing politics into sport. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, I'll stick my neck on the line, and I'll say Liverpool 3-1. Goals both halves. Over 2.5 goals. What else can I go for? That'll do me. So Liverpool 3-1, over 2.5 goals, and goals in the both half. So that's what I'll stick my neck out for Liverpool. And then for the Forest Huddersfield game, I will go again. I think both sides will score. So I'll go both sides to score. I think Forest will win, but I think it'll be draw half time, Forest full time. Fucking hell. Well, I agree with the last 3 you've got, which is a bad sign. A really, really bad sign. I've agreed with your last 3. Because I've just said I want to see Mansfield win, and I think Forest and Liverpool will win. So why do I always go for goals in a the reason I always go for goals is because I know what you're saying, that you think it'll be tight, but I just think, I don't know, because I'm a twat. You should know that by now, Dave. I'm a twat. I'll go for goals because I'm an idiot. You know? I did the same in the FA Cup. Let's be honest. The Forest game, I think that'll be close. I think that'll go 1-0 either way. 1-0 to Forest. That's why I've gone draw and Forest to win. Draw at half time, Forest to win full time. That's the only bet I'll have on that one, is draw at half time, Forest to win full time. But I just looked at the previous meetings of Real Madrid and Liverpool, and I just think there'll be goals. They're both capable of scoring a few, and I just think there will be. You know, so that's why I've gone for it. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I don't know what you're saying. Hello.
Oh, hello. No, I've just been talking to myself. I've been backstage for a while, and I just said it just reaffirms my opinion that old people should be shot.
Who should
They're either
be?
deaf or blind. Old people. You.
Oh, I had to nip somewhere. Don't start on me. Where are you anyway? You sound like you're in a wind tunnel.
Oh, I'm doing my chores. I'm hanging washing out.
Have you? I've just actually. That's where I just went and done.
Okay, there you go. See.
I just went and done that. That's weird, isn't it? But you sound. You got your pinny on?
How's that? That better?
Yeah, you got your pinny on. Are you wearing your pink pinny?
Yeah, the one with the vagina and the hole in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yes.
Oh, I can't see the chat at the moment. Does anybody know I got a 28-1 winner? 28-1 winner. Oh, beat that. Yeah, 28-1.
Oh God.
28 to 1.
Andy, how did the other three do?
Second and third, I think. That was weird.
Piss off. How did the other three do?
Oh, I did two. I did two lucky 15s.
No. And, the one with the 28-1 winner. How did the other three horses do?
Oh, they nowhere. I don't know. I think they're still fucking running.
And have you managed to tell them what happened to the one that you backed last night?
The one which? Oh Christ! Which one?
The one that was challenging till the last fence and then fell.
Yeah, when I didn't see that, I worked out that if I don't watch them, then I've got a greater chance of them winning.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I've worked that one out already.
Dave says you'll be dining out on that 28-1 winner for years to come.
Yes. Oh, Dave Frosty. Is Dave and Frosty in the chat?
Dave's here. Frosty was here, but I think he's disappeared when he heard your voice.
Ah, right. I've just signed up to Sky Bet, and I tell you what, they're paying the first four, the first five. You know, with all due respect, I want to know what they bet on, so I can bet on too.
You want their tips? You want Frosty's?
I want
tips.
their bets. Yes,
You
yes,
want
yeah,
Frosty's
and Dave's. Yeah, and Dave's.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Frosty comes back on, I'll tell you. But at the minute, he was on earlier, but then he heard your voice and he quickly disappeared.
Okay. Well, sod Frosty. You got Dave in the chat. Dave, come on, mate. Come on. Old time's sake.
Dave, every tip Dave gives us is still fucking running. I can't think of a. You know what I mean? Dave's as bad as you.
You're not helping. You can't insult the bloke and then expect him to give me his bets, can you? Come on, shut your face. Come on, Dave.
Hey, did I tell you about my 5-1 and 8-1 winner last night?
No.
I didn't tell you.
No. 5-1, that's nothing. You want to try 28-1, mate? No, that is something. That takes something.
No.
That takes some doing. 28-1, absolutely.
Right. Listen.
5-1 is nothing.
Listen.
Nothing.
You had a 28-1, yeah. Which
Uh-huh.
means you're gonna kill me for this statement. You ready? If you put 1 point on your 28-1, you would have got 28 points back, yeah, plus your 1 point, 29 points back, yeah.
Points? What the hell are you talking about? You sound like Barry and his fucking soldiers. Why don't people just use fucking terms of money anymore? Why has everything got to be
because
points and soldiers?
I don't know what point what a point is to you. It could be a fiver, it could be a tenner, it could be 20 quid, it could be 40 quid, it could be 100 quid. What's a point to you then?
Oh, I see. You're using points in reference to term, right?
Right. So if you put a point on, you get 29 points back. If you'd have put a point on my double, yeah,
right,
yeah, you would have got a lot more back. Just thought I'd tell you would have got 60 points back instead of 29 points on a double due.
Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter. It's 28-1. It's a 28. 28-1. That's unheard of.
It's unheard of.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. There's been 33
Oh, you're on drugs.
50
You're on
to
drugs. 28-1. Unheard of, mate. I might even go down in the record books. You don't know. 28-1.
I said, Frosty, you know that video of that horse when you says, "Oh, I'm on number one. Come on, number one," as it was going round the bend and then it ran out. And Frosty that video.
I don't understand you lot anyway. I really don't. Points and this and bloody soldiers.
Yeah,
and points and soldiers.
Dave, King Power's got 4 runners today. Just tell you what, the only one.
He's got 4.
Yeah,
I've only seen 1 at the moment. Happy Power.
No, the only one that's really fancied is, I think it's the last one. I think that's 5-4 favourite, but that's the only one that's really fancied.
4-1. Happy Power. Last I checked.
Yeah, but it's up like Dave just said. It's up in class. It's running in a better grade. It's got decent form. The thing that'll go in its favour is the fact that it's, you know,
What, a waterlogged course?
fucked off. Here he is. Here's Frosty. He's back in.
Ah, Frosty, mate. Listen, I've just signed up to Sky Bets. What have you bet on? Just to help me out. I'm on a good impression. I'm going to give Sky Bets a good impression. Give us your bets, mate, please.
Mr. B.
If you don't mind.
Mr. Bears just said, "If you your tip of the day." He wants
My tip of the day.
He wants your tip of the day.
He wants my tip of the day.
Yes, horse tip of the day.
Oh, I don't think I'm qualified to give tips yet. I'm still a novice.
He'll give you a tip. If he gives you a tip, don't back it. It's a bit like Dave. If Dave gives you a tip, don't back it. Back every other horse in the race except for the one they give you. Because you know. Hello.
Oh no! What? Dave's got a bad reputation as well.
Yeah, well, he gave us them two when he was up in
What?
when he was at the track, didn't he? And at Thirsk, I think it was at Thirsk, he gave us them two, and it was shit. Putting it mildly.
Well, look who's talking. What about you? I've got a mate who works in the stables. Trust me, this is guaranteed. Guaranteed. There I go. £250 bets. I think gone.
Oh, yeah, but Andy, I didn't realise how much of a jinx you were, and I gave you that. I've never given you one since. I've never given you since.
The only thing I can remember, to be fair, is I sent you a PayPal request for 300 quid and you rejected it.
I do remember. I tell you what, this is true. What I'm about to say, gospel truth. King Power had an horse, and it was odds-on favourite, big odds on. I think it was about 1 to 2, 1 to 3. It was. I says to him, "Get your money on this, Andy. It can't get beat. It were a 4-horse race, and the fucker finished last."
Yeah, that's right. 4 horses. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it finished last, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, why do you think I'm so upset? And I sent you the PayPal request.
17,000 to 1 for his ITV7. Fucking hell. Yeah, not bad, Stu. But I think the 50 grand will go down better. I need to know what distance did you put down, Stu? Because I'm trying to avoid everybody else's distance. Oh, yeah. I'd rather be known for. Oh, Dave, that's cut me, mate. No, you're right. I know jack shit. Listen, at the end of the day, I was given an horse today, right? I was actually.
Don't believe it.
No, hang on. No, seriously, I was given by an Ed. Right, I normally go between a length and a half. Because I know somebody else always goes between a length and a half and 2, depending what mood they're in. There he goes. He's put a length and a half. So I'll go a length. I'll always go underneath Frosty. If Frosty goes 2, I'll go 1.5.
Okay, I've done a length, but I didn't understand what a length was, so I measured my length.
If you measured your length, it was a nose.
No, I put down a length. First time I did the Sky Bet thing.
Frosty, for the first. I need to ask a genuine question because I really don't know the answer.
No, hang on. No, I can't see the chat. I'm looking now. Has Frosty put his horses up?
No, Frosty says, "I'm not telling you, Andy." Right.
Why?
Anyway, let me ask a genuine question to anybody who does know the answer, because I genuinely don't know the answer to this, and I'm asking: if there's a dead heat, is it half your stake and the same price, or is it half the price but your full stake? Which way round is it?
Are you talking about my question to you yesterday when I had there were two thirds?
No, yeah.
2 horses come third. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a dead heat on third. But what I mean is, I just want to know whether it's half the stake full price or half the price full stake. I don't know which way. I think it's half the stake full price, but I wouldn't swear to it, but I think it's half the stake full price. I think that's how they do it, but I'm not 100% sure, because you don't get, with the new cameras now and the way the cameras are set up, they can go to 1 pixel, so you don't get many dead heats. But I just if anybody can answer that, whether it's half the stake and full price, which I think, or is it half the price full stake? But Stu D's put by an Ed. Yeah. What was I going to say? I put 2 out. I got. So what did you get? What did you get then, Dave? Because you got a dead heat on Mosel. What did you get? Was it? There's one for you. There's one for you, Andy. Joe Ford's
done it.
Is that the one you did? Rock Eagle.
Yep, done it. Yep.
Oh, that's it, Joe. It's lost. Andy's on it.
That's it. I've done it. Done it already.
Right. So it is half the stake full price.
Yeah. Cheers, Joe. Yeah. 220 Haydock Rock Eagle. Yep. Done that one. That's part of my lucky 15.
That's it then, Joe. You don't want it. That's it. You can't back that horse now because he's done it.
No, I am getting better. I think I'm losing it. don't forget, I did get a 28 to 1. Did I tell you about 28 to 1 winner the other day? Oh, mate. 28 to 1. Oh, you can't. Oh,
You know
you can't
what?
even dream such a thing, can you? 28 to 1.
You know something, right? I'm going to ask you a
What?
question. Right.
What?
You've had this
You're talking about my 28 to 1 winner?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
what?
talking about your 28 to 1 winner. Name it.
Yeah.
Name it.
Name it.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
No, don't look it up. Just name it.
No, I'm not looking for it. Greg something.
Come on, name it.
It was Greg something. Greg the
Name
best
it.
or something. Greg the something. Greg something.
Name
Something
it.
to Greg.
It
Greg
won
something.
It won yesterday at 28 to 1. It should be implanted in your brain. You should be able to name it straight away.
It was Greg something. Anyway, I've moved on from that.
What?
Today's a different day. New day. I've moved on. You know,
Stu's put one up. I can't even
Greg
say
the Great.
it. Oh, hang on.
Merigen.
Stu's put up. See, sorry about that. I wouldn't have known how to pronounce that. Merigen. Stu's put up in the 220. Actually,
Greg's free for £1. Yeah. Oh, I do like a good Greg's steak bake.
Actually,
sausage rolls.
I'll tell you the truth. Stu put one up. I think Stu put up one up last week. Was gobsmacked. Well, weren't gobsmacked, but Stu last week won. Every so often.
It won, really?
Yeah.
Stu, have you put any bets on today?
It's just put. I've just told
What
you.
are they?
I've just told you it. Yeah, he's picked one out for the 220, but you've already had a bet.
I've already done on the 220. Anything else apart from the 220?
But he did put one up. It was running against. I tell you what, it was running against.
Well,
It was running against the Pocket Rocket, and he put the winner up.
Right.
It was running against King Power's Winter Power, and Stu, if I remember correctly, Stu put the winner up.
Right. Well, my ambition is to have a company ban me because I'm too good. That's my ambition at the moment.
They all love you because you and just for your information, so you remember it in future, your horse was called Greg the Great.
I told you it was Greg the best, Greg the Great, Greg something. I told you that it was Greg something.
Remember it because you don't get many 28 winners, and what you have to remember the name of it.
I know. I'm glad I told you it was 28 to 1.
Yeah,
you remember it's 28 to 1. None of your crappy
No,
5 or 6 to 1.
Hang on, stop. Let me put this out there. We only have your word that it was 28 to 1 because it finished at 14 to 1.
Yeah, I did put it on in the morning.
Oh, radar. I'm leaving that up because it was the Pocket Rocket. That's what the ladies call Stu in CX Bar. The Pocket Rocket. I don't know.
Pocket Rocket.
I think that's that can take it either way. But
CX Bar. Oh, that's Sexy Bar.
I think that's meant to be a joke. So
Think.
I'll leave the joke. But yeah. Just say, hey, it's the Derby, it's the Oaks next Friday and the Derby next Saturday.
The Oats. I haven't had
Yeah.
my oats in a long time. Jesus.
Well, you know what the Oaks is, don't you?
Oh, the Oaks or the Oats.
Oaks, OATS, OATS.
Yeah, you Northerners, you don't talk properly, do you? You know, you don't even know how to pronounce Wahin.
Okay, Stu. I'm gonna say something now. That second one you've picked there is actually one that I got a phone call about last night, and it's one that I've actually put out to my members. That one that you picked there. It's up against, the second one. It's up against Broadman. It lost and it got beaten a length, but it's £6 better off, and Broadman's the favourite in that race, and it's actually got a cracking record at Chester, and it's, I think if I remember correctly, me and Frosty were talking about it last night. If I remember correctly, it's 1-3, come second twice, and come third once. And that's what I had a phone call about last night. That second horse. I'm not going to name it, but that second horse. That second horse you've got there, you've put there. Don't name it, Andy. That second horse is the one that I gave out last night to my members. That one and another one. Loves the track. Loves the track. But I've actually told them to back that one each way.
Hang on a minute. You speak to Frosty privately. I knew it. I've known this for several months now. You two are using me to raise your prices, aren't you?
Life Reset Thailand. You're in Buriram. Whereabouts? Don't dox yourself, mate. But whereabouts in Buriram are you? Because I was up there not long ago. Whereabouts in Buriram are you? Are you near the football ground? Because they did the double this season. Buriram. They won the league and won the equivalent to the FA Cup. Oh, you're in an hotel. Oh, okay.
Hang on. Don't change the sodding subject.
What?
You talk to Frosty privately.
No,
I've suspected for several months now you guys are feeding me false info to raise your prices. I'm right, aren't I? I'm right, you bastards.
Yeah, of course
you bastards.
Yeah. Well, what we do, Frosty actually messages me about 3 or 4 times a week, and all he wants is a list of the horses that you've backed so that he can avoid them. That's all he wants. He just wants to know what you've backed, just purely so we can.
You're using me as a lost leader. I'm not happy. I tell you what, you two can go and fuck yourselves. I'm telling you, I'm not having this.
I presume Life Reset is it's a lovely ground. Did you know, Stu, that it's actually copied? They actually used the 2 grounds. You're going to laugh at this, and I'm not joking. The 2 grounds they used was actually to design that ground was the Chelsea ground and the Leicester ground. And I tell you what, if the Tottenham ground had been built then, they probably would have used that, but they didn't. They used. Apparently, the owner of Buriram Football Club is a big, massive Chelsea fan. And because of that, they use the Chelsea ground and the Leicester ground because his mate is King Power. So they use the 2 ground to build that one. Just so I'd tell you that. But it's designed on the 2 grounds because he's a big Chelsea fan and he's friends with King Power. So it's not actually the sister. Well, it's not a sister club. They're just best of mates, and they share a lot of things. Like when they did that Thailand Smiles with You, which was where all the sponsorship money went to the Thai Tourist Board. They both did it. Well, they won the league, Stu, so I'll accept that. But did you? I presume Life Reset is Zimmer. Is that? Am I correct? If I am, then I'll rather than keep saying Life Reset time, Zimmer. I think it is Zimmer. If it is Zimmy, did you climb up that hill to get to that pissing Buddha up that hill, up that side of that mountain at Buriram? I did it about bleeding killed me. Just thought I'd ask you, a volcanic mountain and they built a Buddha on the top of it. That climb about bleeding killed me. Anyway, yeah. So Andy, getting back to Frosty, yeah, he does. He asks me for any horse. Yeah, cheers for that, Zimmy. He asks for any horse that you back, because just so he can avoid them. I get a few people ask me that. What horses is Andy back so I can avoid them? He's gone. See, I knew he'd disappear eventually. No, he's not. He's muted himself. He's probably killed over and died. He's got the ump. You've just arrived in Buriram. All right. Yeah, I walked. They've got a. Oh, you're only here one night. You're only there one night. He's muted himself. He wouldn't be able to tell you that, Frosty. I tell you, he genuinely wouldn't be able to tell you that. He
Who was the jockey? I've got no idea. I've only just remembered the name of the horse, but it was 28 to 1. 28 to 1 winner. Yes. 28 to 1. Beat that. Beat that bitch. Go on. Exactly. Go on.
Oh God, you make me laugh. Honestly. I'll tell you what I do fancy today, Andy.
What?
I fancy whistle and flute in the 315.
Yeah, I'm ignoring all that now because I'm going to put my money on it, and you're not going to bet on it. This is the way it's been going for several months. I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for it no more. I'm definitely not falling for it. You and Frosty, and I think Dave's going to get into the act as well. Next thing you know, you'll have this little Discord group with like 4 or 5 of you. Fucking Andy over. Not having
it. No, I was just about to say, I have already backed it. Whistle and flute at Beverley in the 315. That's the one I fancy today. All right.
Well, from now on, I'm not going to ask anybody because Frosty. I asked Frosty in the nicest possible way, and I agreed. He did tell me in the nicest possible way, but I still got the impression to fuck off.
Yeah, but hang on.
I don't understand why you guys just don't share. Sharing is caring.
Yes,
help me out a bit.
You're a jinxed. You're jinxed. You're useless. No, it weren't Ailey Turner, and it wasn't. It weren't his girlfriend either. She weren't riding it, was she?
Ollie. Doyle.
Ollie was Ollie on it.
You know when that horse is going to win, she rubs herself against his neck.
He's back
to his neck.
He's back
you know
to
it.
horses.
You know it.
He's back to horses today just because she's on them.
Of course, you got to support your gal, ain't you?
Yeah,
I know I've supported her brother or father or niece or nephew, whatever it is. I've even found an Alan Turner.
Andy, did you know?
Alan Doyle.
Did you know your 28 to 1 winner had a female jockey on it?
You see, they can sense it, can't they? The pheromones.
Well, I presume she's female. Might not be. It might have just been a misspelt, but sure that's Georgina. But then again, you're not allowed to say that anymore. The people are female.
Are you not? Why not?
Neutral gender in it now.
No, that's if you have your bits removed surgically, isn't it?
No, you can. You told me last week you wanted to be. You weren't a man anymore. You were a banana. You wanted to be known as a banana. He's muted himself again, I think.
Banana.
Yeah.
Yes, I was running the tap. Banana.
Yeah, didn't you say? Was it broccoli or a banana? Which one did you want to be known as?
Onion. You cut me, your eyes water.
Oh, right. It's an onion, is it?
Onion this week. I want to be identified as an onion.
All right. You're not identified as a man. You're identified as an onion.
I can be what I want, apparently, nowadays. You can identify as anything. Yeah,
it's true. You can.
Yeah, there you go. And you can't say nothing.
I never said
otherwise that's you can't say anything.
Otherwise it's what?
It's against the law, I believe.
Oh, okay. So Zimmy, if you're still there, if you've not been bored with his talk, where are you off to next then when you leave Buriram? Where are you off to next?
Bored. 28 to 1, that's exciting.
Zimmy goes to your favourite place, you know.
Zimmy goes to my favourite place.
Yeah, Windmill. He used to be a regular in the Windmill.
Really?
Yeah. So I've heard. When he goes to sleep, he dreams about it.
Windmill. Not been there in years.
But you used to go there, didn't you?
Oh, only a few times.
Didn't you? Haven't you been there with the man that's passed away, Kev?
Oh, what's his name? Kev. Yeah. After the Hideaway meet. Yeah. We got discount. Yeah.
What? Kev got you a discount?
Yeah. At the bar.
All right. Yeah, apparently, I hope I've not said something out of turn. I don't know whether he's got me on mute or whether I've dropped him in the shit or what I've done. But yeah, apparently
No, you're not on mute.
Not you. I'm on about
Oh.
Zimmy. I'm on about Zimmy. I don't know whether I dropped Zimmy in the shit, or whether because I don't know if he's with anybody and if they knew that he goes to the thing. So you've got Jim. Is it Jim Jungle or JM Jungle in that race against Whistle and Flute?
Have I? What? How do you know what I've got?
Not you. I'm on about Frosty.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hang on. Right. What's that? 3:15. Right. 1 sec. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, get on that, Andy. Andy, back that one in the 3:15. Back it. Just get your money on it. Put all your money on that one. Because if that means at least that's one less I have to fucking worry about. JM Jungle. Okay. Mr. Bear, Windmill, haha. Andy would love to see him in there. Would have loved to see him in there. All right. Yeah, apparently he used to go in there quite a lot. Or he used to go in there. That's how I know about the Windmill, is talking to Andy. Because I mean, I've got to hold my hand up and say I've only ever been to Pattaya, whichever way you pronounce it. I have no idea. Once, and that was I went before Christmas last year when I was over there. Me and Doris went to visit Thailand Mick, and we got there on the Friday, spent the Friday night there. Went to Rayon on the Saturday with Thailand Mick and went to the beach in Rayon because the beach at Pattaya is shit. Then went out on the Saturday night and I says, that's it, I'm going back. I'm going. And we left on the Saturday night and drove back to Bangkok. I only stayed one night. It's not for me. Maybe I'm too old or maybe I didn't, we only went to Soya Bicau, I think it is. We went to the Witherspoons. Yeah. Look, Stu, I just fancied it. It's one of them, innit? It's a race that you either, if you're going to have a bet, you've got to have a bet on, if you're going to watch TV racing, you've got to have a bet. So there's a good claim for about 3 horses in that race, but I've done Whistle and Flute and that's it. I'm hoping he comes back in a minute because I need to go for a piddle. So I'm hoping he comes back in a minute. He's back.
You need a bottle.
I'm gone for a piddle.
You're not a true live streamer unless you have an empty Coke bottle next to you. Bloody hell, he's buggered off already. Ugh. Right, chat. Yeah. Oh, another one in the 3:15. Oh, God. Come, let's have a competition. Put all your bets up. Come on. Type them all in. Frosty, Stu D, Dave. Come on, guys. I won't put any money on it, honestly. I'll just, little competition here. Let's just put your bets. I don't care. Just put your bets on the screen, please. Come on, let's go. I want to get banned. I'm not seeing nothing. My God, you guys are slow typers. Come on, Frosty. Stu. Dave. There's no interaction between the panel and the chat, is there? Come on.
Are you struggling?
I realise it's taking. No, little competition. I want them to put their bets up on the in the chat. But
listen, they know you. They know you. They're not silly. They know you. They know they're not going to.
No. Maybe they're just slow typers. Give it a chance. Give it a chance.
No.
Give it a chance.
No,
yeah, give it a chance.
They're not going to put their horses up because once they do that, you put the kiss of death on it. You put the kiss of death on their horses. You know what I mean?
Only if I watch, and I'm not watching them now.
No, it doesn't matter. Once the jock, look, think back. There was that favourite, right? It was in the lead. It went round the bend, and somebody whispered in the jockey and the horse's ear that your money would you'd picked it and it ran out. It ran off. It didn't want to run. Once they know,
I'll have you know, every lucky 15 I've had so far, I've had a return. Admittedly, the last one was a bit short, but I've had a return.
Hang on a minute. What did you just say? Every lucky 15 you've had so far, you had a return. Have you told them? Did you told them what your return was last night for your lucky 15?
It was a return. That's it. That's all I've stated.
You told them what your return was last night for your lucky 15.
It was a return. That's it. Every lucky 15. I'm not lying. Every lucky 15 I've had a return. There you go. That's all I'm saying. It was a return.
Have you told them what your return was on your lucky 15?
80 pence.
80 pence.
80p. Yep. 80 pence. Yeah, but it's a return. It's still a return. A return's a return.
So for a £15 lucky 15, you got 18 pence.
No, 80, not 18. 80
pence. 80.
Yes, 80.
Not a pound, not even a pound. You got 80 pence.
I got a return.
And you're claiming that?
Yeah, it's a return. A return's a return. Yeah, got money back. Yeah, every lucky 15 I've ever had at the moment, I've got a return.
But it was 80 pence.
Yeah, but now you're going into technical details. We don't need to go into technical details. I've had a return. That's it. I'm good. I'm expecting to be banned by Ladbrokes.
You know, if Ladbrokes is going out, it's a sense. They'll be laughing at you.
Why? I had a return. I beat the bookie. I've had a return on every lucky 15.
No, you didn't beat the bookie. The bookie got a massive percentage of your money. You didn't beat the bookie.
Well, a win's a win, innit? Come on.
No, that's not a win. That's a loss.
It's a return, though. It's a return. I got a return.
It's still a loss. Okay.
See, look, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Judy. There you go. See, I told you they're slow typers. I'm just waiting for Frosty and Dave. Screenshot. Thank you.
I can't believe you've done that, Stu. You must be crazy. Either that or you put no money on them. Because if you put any money on them horses, they're gone now. They're gone. Because if he fucking does some, you got no chance.
I won't even put my own money on it. I got free bets. Signed up for Sky Bet, get free bets. Next week, I'll sign up for something else.
Yeah, you got 30 quid free bets, didn't you?
Yeah, I did with Sky. Yeah, bit disappointed actually. I was expecting more.
Well, you should have waited because, like I say, it's a derby.
Oh, now you tell me. Oh, for God's sake!
It's a derby next Saturday.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can't. Can I? They check you out, didn't they?
Yeah. I tell you what, I don't fancy the favourite in the derby. I know some people will disagree with it, but I genuinely don't fancy the favourite in the derby. I think there's a difference between it won the bloody hell. There you are. A tenner each way pays £178,000.
On what? I could do with that. On what?
Them horses is named.
Oh, okay.
A tenner each way on them horses is named. If they all win, pays 100.
Yeah, now I'm a bit sceptical now, actually, thinking about it. It took him a while to punch him up. Took him a while. Now he knew. Yeah, I reckon he's part of your little group now, isn't he?
No.
Hey, fuck Andy over, increase our odds. Yeah. Yeah, you treat me like a lost leader.
Yeah, hang on. Dave says, bloody hell, this is the best tip for you to decipher, Andy. Winners and losers don't matter. It's a numbers.
It does when you got a 28 to 1. 28 to 1.
No. He's trying to, hang on. Let me finish what he's saying. Winners and losers don't matter. It's a numbers game. Beat the price over a series of bets and you become a winner.
Which is what I did.
You didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I almost trebled my money on that, on one of them yesterday.
You beat the price on one.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. But I got a return on all the lucky 15s I did. I got a return on them all.
Fucking hell, 80 pence. I tell you what, Andy, send me via PayPal 15 quid and I'll send you 80 pence back. And then you'd have got a return on your 15, exactly the same. All right.
Well, it's not because no, that's completely different.
Why is it completely different?
Because I haven't spent time looking through the horses, picking horses. I've just given you money and you've just returned it.
You spent time looking through the horses and then send me the 15 quid and I'll send you 80 pence back.
Yeah, but then I've got to. Yeah, it's still not right though, is it? You know, it's
Why is it not right? You had one horse placed on your lucky 15. One horse placed.
Right.
There you are. Stu's just told you to put £1 each way on his tips. Accumulator, a £1 accumulator, and it'll get you £17,871.
Right, I'll do that.
I presume that's about right because you just moved the decimal point one place. So I presume.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. So if you get 178,715 for a tenner, then you must get £17,871.50 for a pound. So there you go. It's 17,871 to 1. You know.
Hang on a minute. Oh no. Okay, I've got to go through the. Oh, I hate you lot. The way you lot type and talk about these horses, I hate them.
Why?
Well, I've now got to go through all the meetings now and look for a 205, a 220,
a
240.
Hang on.
255.
Wait.
What?
I will tell you the meetings if it makes you feel a little bit better.
Oh, not now. I can't do it now, otherwise it will kick me off here.
Okay, I will tell you the meeting when the time comes. Okay, stop.
Right. I don't understand why you lot just can't put meetings in. It's the bloody times. It's. I can't get used to this. I've got to go through all the bloody meetings.
And they're not speaking like me and you. They're typing. It's bad enough typing the bloody thing without having to put the bleeding meeting down just for people like you who can't even be bothered to look it up. There is only one 205. There is only one 220. It's not like there's multiple races.
Yeah, I know, but the taxes, you got to go and find them, innit? It's all this abbreviation crap.
2 seconds.
And Dave, I don't understand why you're typing, but you haven't put your horses in, mate. Come on. I mean, I understand that Frosty's a heavy better, if you like. You know, he's in there. You know, so it's going to take him a while to put his bets up. I'm still waiting for Frosty's.
Doris.
Yeah.
See, Doris is here.
Doris.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Doris.
No, she's not here now. She's gone.
Why didn't Doris hang the washing out?
She was busy. I have all 7 come in a few weeks ago. Most were just placed, though. Got just over 200 back for a £5 each way.
No, I told you. Look, he's done it. I told you. Oh, I screenshot that quick.
Who?
Frosty.
No, it's
mate.
not. No, trust me, he hasn't all. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, I know he has. Told you, yeah. He has. Whether I believe it or not, I don't know.
Actually, I'll tell you why I believe it, because 3 of them horses I know he would back. Not so much. I don't know about the first 3. Well, the first 4, but I know the last 3 he would definitely have. He's already named 2 of them, and he definitely would back Happy Power because he backs all the King Power horses, the same as me.
Yeah. Oh, there's Dave still being a bit sly. All right, Dave.
He's
Yeah,
not.
I don't give it. Dave, mate, don't take offence. Shove the wisdom up your arse. I'm in it for a quick buck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Feed me today. We'll worry about tomorrow. Come on. I'll ask you again tomorrow. Come on.
Shove the wisdom up your arse. Oh, by the way, Frosty, did you know there was 4 King Power horses running today? Just in case you didn't know, Frosty.
Well, where are they? Because I only found one, which is Happy Power, which has been mentioned several times already.
There's 4.
Right.
Fox Vardy is running in the 310 at Chester.
Oh, nice of you to mention where it's running. Thank you.
Happy Power's running in the 330 at ADOC. Wind Seekers running in the 440 at ADOC.
Wind Seekers? Are you sure that's a
Yes.
Okay. Doesn't sound like one of his names. That's all.
Well, I'm telling you. Frosty, I'll send you them. And there's what the short price ones is I can't even pronounce it, but it's Summit Fox in the 530 at Chester. I'll send them you, Foxy, now. Frosty. There you go, mate. Oh shit, sent them to the wrong person. Oh shit, he ain't gonna want that, is he? Jesus Christ.
You didn't send them to me, did you?
No, I sent them to somebody else. Wouldn't send.
Yeah. I'm a bit disappointed I'm not in this circle of winners, like,
There, that's it. Oh shit, now I've sent it you. I'm sending it to the wrong people all the time.
Yeah, right. You have.
Third time looking.
I can't. If I click on that, I'll be in trouble. Don't delete that. I'll have a good look at that later.
All right, back. I've sent it you, Frosty. I've named them anyway, Andy. So they're the 4.
Okay.
But there is 4 running today.
Right. I've lost interest in them.
Yeah, well, I've done. See, I do them, but I've done them in a Lucky 15. So
have they improved since the new since they got rid of the jockey?
His win ratio.
He would hold back. I noticed that. He didn't. His heart weren't in it, was it? The old jockey's heart weren't in it.
No. Sylvester.
He didn't beat him enough. No,
Sylvester always sort of ran them as front runners. That's how he ran them. And some of King Power's horses did not want to be front runners. And he always seemed to. He still does now. He seems to run horses up there, and he'd go on. You know what I mean? When they didn't. Some of them don't like to be. They like to be covered up and come late. I mean, you saw that with, I think it was Sunday Sovereign. It comes late, it finishes late. But the problem is that I think this jockey leaves it too late, but Sylvester used to ride them well, in my opinion, he used to ride them too forward. They used to be up there too much at when they shouldn't be. The only one I ever thought should be up there and always should, all 2 of them, was Queen Power and Winter Power. They're the 2 that I always thought should just let them go. Yeah. Now he's a freelancer. He can go and stand outside Nanamore, can't he? Rather, no. Now he's a freelancer. He doesn't have to travel all over the country all the time. He can stay closer to home, can't he? I think we've lost Andy again. I think he's muted himself again. So, yeah, he has.
No, sod off. I'm back.
You did mute yourself.
Yes, I did. Yes, it's true. Yes.
No, I'm just saying.
Have they actually replaced him under somebody under contract or
no,
or a King
no,
Power
no,
still?
No, they've got nobody under contract. They're using that David Allen a lot at the minute. But
right.
I think that's because of the trainer. I think he's more the trainer's jockey than he is the horse. And the thing is, David Allen used to ride a few out used to ride a few last year anyway. So I think they've kept him for the horses that he used to ride last year.
Right.
I think it's David Allen. I'm sure it is. But yeah, Sylvester likes to stay closer to home. He don't like the travelling.
Sylvester. Oh, the old jockey.
Yeah. Sylvester de Souza.
That's it. Well, if he wants the big money, he's got to travel. He's ruined his reputation, hasn't he? He's ruined it. He had that one big win.
No, it doesn't matter now, does it? He's older. I mean, when it's only these young, you start to lose your hunger as you get older.
What about that druggie? He made a comeback. He seemed to be quite successful. The coke sniffer. What's his name?
Frankie Dettori.
That's the one. That's the one.
Look. You know what saved him, don't you?
He probably gave it to the fucking horses and all, which,
to
be fair, wasn't a bad thing, I imagine.
No, I'm serious. You know what saved him, don't you?
Publicity.
No, the trainer. No, I'm on about his horse riding career was saved by the trainer, by the trainer that he rides for. I can't remember the name of him. But they say
the trainer was clearly in on it as well. Then
no, he used to. Oh. He used to ride for Godolphin.
The trainer could have been his dealer.
Andy, do you want to know or not?
Not really, no.
Okay, fair enough. I'll shut up then.
No, go on.
He used to ride for Godolphin, right? And Godolphin was probably is probably one of the biggest flat horse owners out there, right? And he used to ride for Godolphin. Then he got done, as you say, for Brooks. Yeah, Godolphin got rid of him. Yeah, so he was on an ident to nothing, and then he got picked up by a trainer. I can't remember the fucking name of the trainer. He got picked up by the trainer, and the trainer he's rode it since then. He's rode the Derby winner. He's rode numerous Class 1 horses for this trainer. You know, since, and he sort of catapulted himself back into the limelight. That's
it. Isn't he?
Yeah, Gosden. It was Gosden that put him back into the limelight. Without Gosden, he was gone. He was finished. Like Dave says, he was reduced to appearing on Big Brother 10 years ago.
What? No way, Big Brother.
Yeah, he was gone.
No.
Frankie Dettori was gone. He was shot it.
But Big Brother. Who sucked him off? That's not what normally happens under the covers. Who sucked him off?
No one. Well, I'm just saying. So
look, back in the look, Big Brother. All you saw were the night vision cameras and the covers going up and down. Several times.
No, but that was back in Series 1 and Series 2 when it was live on the internet.
Then you had that foreign bird. Oh, what was the name of that bloody wine bottle? She took it all the way up. Kenga, I believe. She took a wine bottle up her.
Yeah, but that was when it was. He's got about 7 kids. Yeah, proper Italian Catholic, isn't he? No, he is. He's a proper Italian Catholic. He is. He lives in Newmarket. He's a multimillionaire.
What? Really? Did they not seize his assets? Oh no, they didn't, did they? Because he wasn't a dealer.
No, he's a multimillionaire. But he's a proper. But he's the housewife's favourite. He always has been. You know what I mean? They always talk about Frankie. He was like before that. Willie Carson was another one. Willie Carson was another. He was the jockey that was the house.
I heard the name. I didn't know he was a jockey.
That's what I mean. You'll hear names like Willie Carson, Lester Piggott.
Oh yeah, heard that. Yeah.
Pat Edry. These are household names that are jockeys. You know, as in flat jockeys. I'm not even going into the jump jockeys, but these are flat jockeys, and that's what Frankie Dettori. The names that like I say are household names because
Newmarket, recreational drugs capital of the country. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's
nothing wrong with a few recreational.
No, you know why, don't you? You know why? Because there's so many jockeys there, and the jockey school is there, and what you have to understand is, as you know as well as everybody else, that it suppresses your hunger. And when you're trying to make a weight every single day, you've got to suppress your hunger, and that's what amphetamines does. It suppresses your hunger.
Oh, which is why most jockeys pretty much look anorexic and tiny. Yeah.
Well, no, not all of them are on.
Yeah, but look, what I don't understand is, right? Yeah, surely if the jockey weighs, how can I put this politely? Right, if you've got Cambo as a jockey, right? Right? Yeah. Surely they wouldn't put as much weight on him as they would, let's say they put more weight on Cambo than they would Barry. Right? Because obviously Barry's bigger and heavier. Right? So Barry would have no weight, no extra lead. But Cambo would have a few pounds of lead.
I'll be honest with you. If Barry or Cambo were jockeys, the horse would not have any extra weight at all. The fucker wouldn't be able to. No disrespect to either of them, but it wouldn't be able to win a fucking race, would it? Let's be truthful. But
new comparison, right? I've never seen Studi, but rumor has it he's short, right? So you've got Studi would be carrying more lead, if you like, than Cambo to make it fair. Isn't that, the way they work?
Okay, I understand. Now I understand what you're trying.
You get where I'm going now. Yeah.
No. Listen, if they're running off level weights, right?
Right.
So they're running off level weights. So it's not an handicap race. They're running off level weights, right? If they're let's say, okay, let's forget Studi, let's forget Cambo. Let's talk about if they're both running off 9 stone 7, right, which is the weight that the horse must carry. If one jockey's only 7 stone 8 and the other jockey's 8 stone 6, then obviously the one that's 8 stone 6 is going to carry less lead in its saddle than the one that's 7 stone 8, because they both have to weigh with the saddle 9 stone 7.
That's my point. So why bother being anorexic and worrying about the weight? You just carry less lead.
No, because there are horses that you'll ride, like there'll be female horses, that you ride that only carry 8 stone 4. And if you can't make that weight, it's easy to make 9 stone 7 if you shove lead in the saddle, but it's not easy to make 8 stone 4, is it?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
You could sell a kidney or something, couldn't you? Apparently,
no, but do you understand? So what the jockeys try to do is stay at the minimum weight that they can ride at, and put the lead in the saddle to make the heavier weights. So it's no good me ringing up a jockey, right? My horse, let's say my horse carries 8 stone 4, and I ring Frankie Dettori up and I say to him, Frankie, I'd love you to ride my horse, and he says, I can't. I'm weighing in at 8 stone 11. I can't shed 7 pounds to ride your horse. Okay, then. So I can't have Frankie on my horse.
Right.
Unless I'm going to put my horse in 7 pound overweight. Well, you're not going to do that, are you? Because your horse, you want the least amount of weight on your horse that you possibly can. So do you understand that?
Yeah, but then, no, I don't actually. I seriously don't, because they're still piling on the lead to make it even, aren't they? There's some person with a calculator and everything else that decides you're carrying 2 pounds of lead. This geezer's carrying half a pound of lead.
That's it.
So that each horse and jockey roughly weighs the same. They've got I thought the whole idea was they have an equal weight and therefore an equal chance of winning.
No. I've explained this to you before, but I'll go through it again. If it's an handicap race, right? Yeah.
No, that's disgusting. You shouldn't put disabled people on horses. But anyway, not that speed, especially the jumps. Terrible.
Right. Anyway, listen, I'm trying to be honest.
That's terrible.
Right. Anyway, if it's an handicap race, for instance, and like, let's say that you've got an horse that's won its last 6 races. It's the best horse out there, yeah?
Mm.
Right, that will carry the top weight. So the top weight might be 9 stone 7. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And then somebody else has got an horse that finishes like your horses normally do, finishes last 20 lengths behind everything else, tailed off.
Not
Couldn't win.
lately, not lately.
No,
28
no,
to
no.
1 winner I had.
Just let me
Just
finish,
just thought
right?
I'd remind you. I just felt I had to interrupt. 28 to 1. 28
Yeah,
to 8. Okay.
yeah.
Just thought I'd say
And
that.
was
Right.
also a female horse, right? Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
say so, I've got no idea what sex it
Right,
was.
I'll explain it in a minute, which is also a female horse. Now, that horse might be able to carry 8 stone 7, which is a stone lighter. Because that way, if it's carrying 8 stone 7, it means it's got a chance of it should finish at the same time as the one that's got carrying 9 stone 7. It's like, do you understand what I mean?
I do, but I'm thinking it's still unfair. I thought there was a bloke that took all the stats into account.
Yeah, and leveled out the horses.
And then weighed them all down appropriately, accordingly.
Yeah, they did. So one horse
Right.
might be able to carry £5 less than another horse because it's the other horse is £5 better horse. Right. Imagine that if you had a staggered start. So the best horse started 50 meters behind the worst horse. Yeah?
Yeah. I'm with a second start. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's called an handicap. So it's 50 meters behind the best horse.
Right. So you haven't got somebody on the horse going.
No,
right.
No.
Okay.
So it's 50
right,
meters. It's 50 meters behind the worst horse. But
right.
In racing, in horse racing, you can't have a staggered start like that. So what they do is they all start level, but the worst horse carries less weight.
Right.
I know, Dave, but I'm trying to put it in layman terms, but it's just not working. In dog racing, an handicap race, they have a staggered start. So the best dog will start 3, 4, 5 meters behind the worst dog because they can't put weights on the fucking dogs. You understand?
Yes. Yeah, hang on, another screenshot. 1 sec. All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm back with you now.
We were already talking about that, actually. In the 145, you get your money back if it finishes second or third or fourth. Do you remember we were talking about that in the 145?
We spoke about a lot. It goes in one ear out the other, to be fair.
No, but when we were talking before I did the live stream, we were talking about the 145 because it says you get your money back as cash, and I had to tell you what it meant. So it
does weight stop trains? No, it doesn't. The heavier the train, the longer it takes to stop. I don't understand the comparison, Dave, between a train and an horse. I don't understand the comparison. I really don't. No. The heavier train, the longer it will take to stop. No, because the wheels will just slip on the tracks. Whereas as long as the groundskeeper doesn't wet the ground too much, an horse could stop a lot quicker than a train. You muted yourself, pissing yourself laughing, didn't you? Acceleration, deceleration. Yes. Yeah, that's my problem with my horses, actually. Acceleration. Screw the deceleration. I don't give a shit whether my horse fucking hits a barrier and dies and ends up having a bullet in the head. My problem is acceleration with my horses. They just don't fucking move. Or apart from that 28 to 1, he moved. But that's an exception, to be fair. 28 to 1, did I tell you? 28 to 1 the other day. 28 to 1. Unheard of. Yeah, he had acceleration, but most of them don't, to be fair. Most of my horses, they don't even know what acceleration is. And that bloody stick, the whip. They don't fucking use it enough. My horses, they don't use it enough. They need to beat the horses to get them going. Trust me. If I was on all fours and somebody was whacking me on the arse, I'd fucking move. Admittedly, I'd probably pay for it as well, but I'd fucking move. Now, where's he buggered off to? He's left me alone again, isn't he? Yeah, but I don't understand why we bring deceleration into stopping power, deceleration into horse racing. Nobody cares about where they stop or how they stop. Surely, it's just get there, pass that line, get that camera, take your picture of your nose and all that crap, and you've won. I'll tell you what, I could be a billionaire this time. Give me 10 years, and I reckon I could be a billionaire. I'm sorting this out now. All I need is Frosty's tips, Dave, and Stu D now. Stu D's got tips. I'm ignoring John's tips. I don't trust him. I'm sure he's using me as a loss leader. Using me to boost his tips up. Need to get rid of this losing mentality. Yeah, well, it's hard, isn't it? You know, when you've been plagued by a load of non-runners and one of my horses that is shoot fucking 6 months ago or something. They shoot him in the head. Although I don't think they shot him. I think the vet came up and gave him an injection. But either way, you know, the fact that I had money on that horse, I'd rather it fucking look at that barrel in the eye and know what was coming rather than a bloody injection. Sodding thing. He held up the whole race as well. The whole meeting he held up. I need to play the long game. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. Trust me. The long game, definitely doing that.
You got a 10-year plan?
I do. Yes, I reckon. Yes. I plan to be a billionaire with not you, to be fair, not your help. I'm not interested in your help. I don't trust you. I think you've given me dodgy tips. But Dave, Stu, and Frosty, I reckon they could help me become a billionaire. And I won't forget them.
Fucking hell. Oh, Mr. Bears asked you a question.
What? When I'm next in the kingdom, I'm planning for August. Late August, I'm planning for. Well, mid to late August. That's my plan at the moment. But it's still subject to change. It's penciled in.
Yeah, I tell you what, I still can't work that out yet. What's happening there?
Well, I've had conflicting stories.
That's a silly rule, though. That is, isn't it?
Right. Well, as it stands at the moment, I'm still confused. I don't know whether I need to do a home antigen test before I leave to get the Thailand pass.
You have to. Yes, you have to. No. You have to. You have to do that.
Do.
Otherwise, you can't get the Thailand pass.
Okay. But somebody else sent me a message the other day saying when I hit Bangkok, I need to go through health screening. What the fuck is a health screening test?
Right.
Is that another one?
Yes. That's what. So
I've got to do 2 tests.
Apparently, at the minute, right, you have to do 2 tests. Because they're saying you don't have to do a test before you get on the plane, right? By the way, for anybody who's interested, we're talking about non-vaccinated, not.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm unclean.
Yeah. So apparently, to get the Thailand pass, you have to show a screenshot of a negative test within 72 hours of you flying. That's what they've said. But they're also saying that you need a test when you land, and they're saying you don't need to do a test 72 hours before you fly, but you do because you need it for your Thailand pass. So something's got to give. Either you don't need it for your Thailand pass, or you don't have to do a second one when you land. But it's It's unsure yet. Wait till after June the 1st, and then it might clear up by then. But nobody really knows the true answer to that question. So, but I still think by August you'll be on level playing ground with the rest of them.
Right. So I'll no longer be chastised and ridiculed for being unclean and not vaccinated and all that crap. Right.
Stu D's there at the end of August.
Oh, right.
So,
he's probably vaccinated.
Well, yeah.
Most people are. That's why. That's why most people are. But I was really interested. Dave knows him. I was really interested in AWT, but he's cut off all contact. I don't know what's happened there because he's unvaccinated and all.
He's been over there 2 weeks now, and he's done nothing since for over a week. He's done nothing. No videos, no live streams, nothing.
Well, yeah, I know we fell out and we're not talking no more, but I was really interested in his, because he normally goes live at the airport and that, but he didn't do it. I don't know. He was going to be my guinea pig, if you like, because he's unvaccinated as well. But he got there okay. Yeah, Dave, no video. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Dave. Type as everybody knows in Bangkok anyway. I can only talk about. You'll have to have an anal probing, apparently, fix. But in Bangkok,
getting back to that seriously. On every trip, I do act suspiciously around the airport, right? But no, I've not had a cavity search yet.
Dave,
apparently they don't charge you; it's free.
But I will say this, Dave. I don't know about. Like I say, I've only been Pattaya once in my life, so I'm not judging Pattaya. I'm talking about Bangkok. In Bangkok, because of the traffic pollution and everything else, Thai people used to wear masks anyway before COVID-19. The fact that they'll keep it, you don't have to wear it in the outdoors, but they'll keep it for malls and for shopping malls, for BTSs. They'll keep that. I think they'll keep that for a while. I really do. I can't see that dropping at least till September, October time. So I think you'll still have to wear one in shopping malls and BTSs and MRTs and all that. But yeah, that's what I believe anyway. It's only my opinion.
BTS, MRTs, don't use them.
No, that's what I say. That's what I just said. I'm talking about Bangkok. I'm talking about Bangkok, not nowhere else.
Yeah, the minute it lands, I'm in the cab. Down to Pattaya.
Yeah, I know. That's where you have your holiday. I'm not denying that, but it's like you can't talk about Bangkok. I can't talk about Pattaya. I only went there I only managed to stay one night, and then I packed up and came home. Well, not came home, but went back to Bangkok. I couldn't.
Again, maybe it's me upbringing and that, but to me, a holiday's not a holiday unless you've got a beach. I mean, admittedly,
you're not calling that a beach, are you? For fuck's sake.
Well, it is a beach. The sea's a bit filthy and dirty, but they have improved it. They have improved it, But technically, it's a beach. There you go. They do have a beach, right? I don't think the only place I've been, Venice, is the only place I've been without a beach.
Yeah, but that's got water all the way round it, isn't it? Mind you, when I went Venice, it stunk. But wasn't AWT only on a flying visit 3 weeks? Yes, he was, but he's been there 2 weeks. Look, we all know, look, I'm not having a go at anybody. We all know that he used to do live streams just about every night from his hotel bedroom. He used to put his videos out all the time. For him to be quiet for over a week, his last one was 10 days ago, I think. No, 8 days ago, 9 days ago. That was his last live stream. For him to be quiet for that length of time, there's got to be a reason, because he never goes quiet for that length of time while he's over there. No live stream, no videos, no nothing. Maybe he's saving his videos till he comes back, but he normally
well, that's what he used to do. He used to do his videos, come back, edit them, and send them out. But once he was there, live streams always
every night.
Yeah,
every night. But no, he's not. I mean, he's not even. I mean, I don't know about Facebook. I've not got him on Facebook, but he's not even put messages out anywhere on any channel to say he's all right. You know, I don't mean that horrible, but there's nothing to say he's all right or anything. You know,
Well, I
it's
don't
out,
think he's
what I'm saying
died.
is- what I'm saying is it's out of character.
Yeah, I don't think he's died because I do have his missus on Facebook.
No, but I'm just saying
And-
this
and-
is out of character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rossi's asked you a question.
Oh, right. Chabaha. Oh, no, actually, I've heard good reviews about that. Normally, I stay around LK Metro. Not the last time. I can't count the last time. But normally it's Metropole, LK Metropole. LK Metropole, Frosty. Because I like that soy cacao. I don't really do Walking Street. I don't do clubs and that.
Well, you
I'm too old
don't
for
go
that
and see
now.
Barry. You didn't go and see Barry when he was there.
No.
Barry the Fixer.
Yeah, that's it, Dave. Yeah. Alfie stayed there. That's it.
Hey, you didn't go and see Barry the Fixer, Barry the boss, Barry the
No.
kingpin, Barry the whatever Barry was or is or isn't.
No.
The
I didn't go
influencer.
and see-
That's the word I'm looking for. Barry the influencer.
No, I didn't go and see Barry in his 4,000 baht a month room. No.
No, but Barry used to earn 100,000 baht a month.
That's it, Dave. Yeah, Dave's right. Yeah. He used to stream daily and then did a Thailand adventure
Yeah.
when he got back home. Yeah.
Oh, Barry.
Yeah. No. AWT.
Well, can you answer a question the very important question I want answering?
I can try.
Barry used to earn 100,000 baht a month, according to him. Right? Hear me out. He stayed in a 4,000 baht a month apartment or condo or whatever. Yeah. Ate 2 meals a day in a food court at 50 baht a meal. Right.
2 meals a day, the size of him. No, don't.
No.
Okay.
This is what he said. What he said. He used to have 2 meals a day in a food court. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now, just by that, I would say that his weekly spending, the way he talked, was not a lot. And yet he came back without a pot to piss in. Can you explain to me how that managed? If he were on 100,000 baht a month, how did he come back without a pot to piss in if he was living like a pauper? If he was living in a 4,000 baht room, how did he come back without a pot to piss in?
Oh, I can answer that easily. He overstayed big time, didn't he? So possibly all that money went on the fine.
But didn't he leave Pattaya in the middle of the night without nobody knowing?
He did. Yes, he did. Yes. Yeah, he didn't tell anybody. That's on his Facebook. Yes. Everybody was shocked, asking him, "Where are you? Where have you gone?" Yeah.
But no, look, he keeps claiming that he was on 100,000 baht a month, and I'm just trying to work out if somebody on 100,000 baht a month, which is
look, he wasn't on 100,000 baht a month. I shared you his wage slip, 2 or 3 wage slips I gave you.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I've got one more question for you, Andy. While we're on the subject, subject of Barry,
I don't know how we got there, but go on.
Right. I know the answer to this, but I'm just going to laugh at this.
Oh, you know the answer, but you can ask it anyway. Go on then.
Yes. You know Lulu?
Lulu. Yeah, Lulu. Yeah.
Lulu. Now, according to him, he pulled up at a bus stop and she got straight in the car, and within half an hour they were in bed together. Now, is it not true that Lulu was actually his ex-partner's best friend, and that's how he met her?
And still are, yeah.
And that's how he met her. He didn't meet her at a bus stop. He actually knew her through his ex-partner. Is that not true?
Well, according to Facebook. According to Facebook, yeah.
According to Facebook,
you're wrong.
He never met her at a bus stop. He actually knew her through his ex-partner, didn't he?
According to Facebook, yeah.
So how come he's claiming that he met her at a bus stop and within half an hour they're in bed together?
That's definitely not on Facebook. Although, to be fair, that could have split them up. I don't know. That's not on Facebook. No idea.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Dave's right about that as well. Yeah. Funny story about that. Actually,
he told us. That is true.
He went in. He had a escape bag or something, or emergency bag, and he picked that up and he went out the back and he went straight to the airport and buggered off. Yeah.
And paid the fine at the airport rather than go into detention, didn't he? And he got didn't he get a 1 year ban?
Oh, that I don't know. I'm not that involved with. I don't know.
I'm not talking because I have no problem with him with Cheaper Charlie, but I do believe that he got a 1 year ban. That's what from Thailand.
He needs to stop drink driving. The cunt almost run me over on his motorbike.
He did get a 1 year ban. That's why he was in Japan at some point, because he did get a 1 year ban. Definitely got a 1 year ban from Thailand because he overstayed.
Right. I do remember a story about the copper followed him on the bike to his hotel.
Yeah,
or apartment or whatever. And he packed it in and he went, the copper waited outside with the bike.
Yeah. And he
went upstairs, grabbed his bag, and within 5 minutes he was at the airport or something stupid
because he didn't want to end up in an immigration detention center because he'd overstayed. He paid his overstay fine, but he got banned for a year from Thailand. Now that is true. I'm not speaking out of turn. That is definitely true. Who's Lulu? I don't know. He keeps talking about this Lulu. I mean,
Lulu was on his live stream once. She was speaking from her bedroom, and to be fair, I thought she was transgender at first, but she's not. I'm wrong. Sorry, but no, Lulu is a female that was friends with Barry. Possibly still is, I don't know. And his ex.
But he claimed, see, he contradicts it. The thing is with Barry, he contradicts himself all the time because he really liked my file. Well, didn't they do that with Take That? Lulu and Take That. But anyway, he contradicts himself because when he first told the story about Lulu, he said he took her back to this Britannia hotel, this big posh hotel in Manchester, right? And within half an hour, they were in bed together and he was getting the single man side of the game on, right? And then when he told the story the next time, he took her back to his Airbnb. Well, hang on a minute. Either you take her back to your Airbnb or you take her back to your like Britannia hotel. Which one? I don't know which one it was, but I think when it comes to his imagination falls flat on its face and he can't remember which one he's actually saying. So,
well, yeah, I don't quite know what made him stay in Thailand, but I do know he went over there for a holiday, a 3-month holiday, and he couldn't get home.
Yeah, because
then something happened.
It was
volcano. Yeah, back in 2009, 2010, you had the volcanic eruption in Iceland. Yeah, and he couldn't get a flight.
Frosty, I met my missus in Koh Samet. She saved me from being drugged by the Cambodian fire eaters. I didn't know. I'll tell you what, Frosty, I don't mean it funny, but I didn't know they were Cambodian.
What, the fire eaters? Oh, you went there, didn't you? You saw that, the fire show.
Yeah, the fire show. If it's the same fire shows, I didn't realise they were Cambodian. Truthfully, because me and Kix were there just after Christmas, and I didn't realise they were Cambodian. But yeah, fair. If it's the same show, she said I was sent to her from the sea by God. Oh, fair enough. Jesus Christ! So you come out the water like a Greek god, did you? Is that what it is, Frosty? You came out you emerged out the water like a Greek god. Okay, now. Sorry, mate. I'm taking the piss a bit. Imagine me. I'd be like the blob coming out of the water if I fucking did it.
Oh, the old American B movies, The Blob. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
I'd be
that.
like that coming
Yeah.
out of the water if I emerged
Yeah.
out of the water like that.
Yeah, what's his name? Steve McQueen, the old black and white things. Yeah, God, you're going back a bit.
Yeah, the old Cambodian. Oh, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I know there's a few of them.
It Came from the Sea rings a bell. That was a film. It Came from the Sea. And it weren't a Greek god. Nasty, hideous monster.
That were me. Or that were me coming about.
Yeah, that was you, was it? It Came from the Sea.
That were me. I said I love Koh Samui.
Oh, Dave preferred the Thing.
I'll tell you what was a film I watched. Is it The Mist? Is it The Mist or the it's The Mist, where they start off in this supermarket and these like
No. The Mist was a lighthouse.
Well, what's the one where they start off in a supermarket and there's
Pretty sure. Hopefully,
and
chat can tell. I'm pretty sure The Mist was some birding lighthouse.
Well, what's the one where they start off in a supermarket, right? Yeah. And there's these little metal bugs fly in, and there's these creatures outside, and then in the end they get to this car and they drive off, and he shoots. I think he shoots his son. He shoots the other woman. He's just about to kill himself when the mist clears and there's the army all around him.
Yeah, I'm right about The Mist. The Mist started off in a lighthouse. That's all I can remember. Yeah,
Well,
Dave's confirmed it. I
not-
don't know what you're talking about.
You sure that's not The Fog? Was in the
Hang on. The Mist, the Fog. It could be. The Fog.
The Fog was in the light.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right,
I'm
the
sure
Fog. All right. I don't know what The Mist is then. Sorry.
It's
I'm
a
getting confused between The Fog and The
Steven
Mist.
Spielberg. It's a not a Steven Spielberg. It's a Stephen King movie.
Right.
Dave's just said, yeah, it's a Stephen King movie. But he kills he shoots everybody but himself, and as it clears, the army's there. If he'd have waited about 5 minutes, they wouldn't have had to have died. But it was some alien had escaped from somewhere or dead, supposedly, or it was a weird film anyway. But yeah, that was coming out of that. I think that come out of a lake. But yeah, you get some weird things.
Yeah, those old American B movies were quite funny.
But yeah, so Frosty, that's it now. I've got this image of Frosty coming out of the sea, and she thinks he's a god. He's a god from the sea. Sent to her from the sea by God.
Christ. Don't ever get her eyes tested.
I've got to ask this question. Frosty, does she still think the same way now? Or not? Dr. Sleep? No, I don't think I have. Yeah, does she? I mean, I didn't really. I mean, Frosty, they've got to have been together about 8 or 9 years now. Frosty has. Frosty's, they've been together about 8 or 9 years. And they've got to have been. It's got to be about that. Anyway, getting off that subject, going back to what we were talking about, Mr. Bear asked a question. I've got to go all the way back for it. Mr. Bear's question. Andy, do a meetup. Might join you chaps in August if you're going to Pattaya.
I don't know who Mr. Bear is. As long as he doesn't go live on YouTube, I'm more than happy, because I've had bad experiences, as everybody knows, going to Pattaya with a YouTuber.
Yes, you have, didn't you? Yeah. She did
not. Bastard wouldn't leave me alone. Got up in the morning. The cunt was there. Did I tell you? He was there in the morning.
With his camera.
Yeah, camera recording everything. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but he stayed at a completely different hotel.
Yeah, because didn't you stay at the Hideaway?
Oh, I did. Yes. Weren't happy. Well, it was okay, but it just didn't. I weren't comfortable.
How did they, Rusty? How did the Cambodians try to spike you? I don't mean it funny, because when me and Kicks were there, they never come anywhere near us.
No, you were foreign, weren't you? You had the plague.
Oh, so's Frosty. He's English, you twat. What do you think?
Yeah, I know, but any foreigner, you know, Farang, had the plague. They didn't like it, did they?
Or
they were terrified.
Is it that they were terrified because me and Kicks look like right mean bastards because we're both fucking big boys. You know what I mean? Is that what it was?
Yeah. He only vlogged 3 square meals a day. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I really was glad when he buggered off and I start my holiday again. He owes me a week. He owes me a week of mongering.
I'll tell you the worst video I ever seen of him was the one where he was drunk. Okay. The worst thing I ever seen of him was when he was near the beach with her and he really belittled her right by the beach.
What are we talking about?
AWT.
Oh, yeah.
Really belittled her, and he wouldn't switch the camera off. And I think that in itself was disgusting. That he, you know, having a row with the missus is fair enough, but to record it is wrong.
Well, to bloody put it on YouTube is wrong. But yeah, I remember I'm sitting there in the hideaway, right? It's her birthday, right? He gave us some dodgy phone that she couldn't use. No, that was the year before. Anyway, it was her birthday, right? Right. So we're sitting in the hideaway. Now, over the road, there was a beauty salon, right? And I said, look, I can't remember how much I gave her, 3,000-4,000 baht. I said, go over there, have the works, sauna, massage, the lot, your hair, the lot, right? And she jumped at it, obviously. You know, but he does fuck all for her. Anyway, that's yeah.
Anyway, Dave says, yeah, he doesn't believe in editing. No, he says it's a fly on the wall thing. I mean, even when I remember one video he did, he was stuck in the toilet for about 10 minutes.
Oh no, yeah, toilet watch. Oh my God, how can anybody walk into a toilet and review a toilet? That's like wrong.
Right, hang on, I'll get back to Frosty. He says, she looked after me as I was wasted drunk. Not like you, Frosty. She was on holiday with her staff from her hair salon. She took them for a bank holiday treat. I think it's them. Took them for a bank holiday treat. The Cambodians, great, friendly with you, then drug you and take your wallet. Oh, they can have my fucking wallet. There's never out in it. She makes sure.
That's like fucking AWT. He's more than happy to take your fucking money.
No, hey, they can have my wallet. There's no tin in it. She makes sure of that. Oh, Doris makes sure there's no tin in my wallet. So,
yeah.
But
yeah, no, he doesn't believe in edit. No, fly on the wall is what he calls Dave. Fly on the wall. Don't edit. Just chuck it out. No matter what it is, just chuck it out.
But you know, I mean, I just hope no matter what, we've had our differences in the past and we'll probably always will. We'll never agree on a lot of things, me and him. But I just hope he's okay. That's all I hope. I hope he's okay. You know, truthfully, I mean, you know, I'll never get on with him, but I just hope he's okay because it's so out of character what he's doing. Yeah, I love Koh Samet. Really do love it. Like I say, we were only supposed to be there for 3 nights. We ended up being there for 6. We would have gone long. We would have stayed longer, but we couldn't. But I loved it. I've got to admit.
Yeah. Well, I'm never going to get my 6 days back, am I? Never going to get my 6 days back. I'm the only guy, right? I've got to be the only guy in history, right, to be in Pattaya 6 days and not at a fucking shag. I couldn't get away from the cunt. Oh, excuse my language. I couldn't get away. Everything was on fucking film. Yeah, I had to wait for him to bugger off before I got my first end away over there. 6 fucking days without a shag. Any idea how frustrated I must have been?
He weren't sleeping with you, so he must have gone at some point in the night.
Yeah, when I was completely rat-arsed. Right? Yeah, he left us when I was rat-arsed, right? And I get up with a bad head, right? Never had breakfast. All I had was like orange juice, right? Come down the Hideaway stairs and that, and he's there already sitting in the fucking bar.
I know. I've got to admit, I did show Doris a video from AWT's channel of you. It must have been first thing in the morning. She took one look and went, "Is that him?" I went, "Yeah, that's him." She went, "Oh my God!" So you must have looked rough that morning.
Yeah, every bloody night.
But anyway,
and I'll tell you what, though, seriously, you would not believe, right, the shock, right, on those Thai faces. When he got off that fucking scooter and walked, they thought it was a fucking miracle. Seriously. They went straight to that fucking Buddha thing they all have and fucking put fucking, oh God, they made donations to Buddha or something, thanking him for Andy's walking.
But he hasn't took his mobility scooter with him this time, has he?
I've got no idea.
I don't think
no
he
idea.
Has. Anyway, let's get off the subject of him, just in case.
Yeah, she's just winding me up. He's brought back nasty memories.
I don't want him to they're talking about me because I'm saying nothing negative. I hope he's okay. That's all I'm saying. So let's get off that subject. All right. I'm going to have to end soon because we're going out. So,
now, what you mean is you're afraid because he's a seventh Dan. He'll come and fucking have you.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
He might sit opposite on the embankment to fly a drone throughout my house and through my window.
We haven't seen him out the bedroom. Well,
but I heard he didn't have a SIM, and he was having to leapfrog her internet.
Leapfrog? Yeah, that'd be a laugh. I'd like to see him fucking leapfrog anything.
Sorry, piggyback her internet.
Yeah, the same. Yes.
But anyway, I'm going to have to end this soon because we're going out.
Yeah, so, I would. I'm getting a bit nasty now, aren't I? Yeah.
Anyway, I'd like to. No, it's not for that reason. It's because we are genuinely going out. So I'd just like to say thank you for everybody who come on.
Yes, I'd like to thank Frosty. Not Dave. Dave, you bastard! You did not give me any tips. Stu D, yes, I'm on to Stu D and Dave's tips. I got screenshots. I shall be straight on it.
Yeah, cheers. 100% hasn't gone to plan. I think no, it hasn't. Definitely hasn't gone to plan, Dave. Definitely hasn't. But yeah, take care, all. Like I say, Stu D, but when it gets sorted, I'll drop you a message about that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Also,
Dave, ignore this. This doesn't apply to you. Frosty and Studi, I hope I have your PayPal details so I can request a refund if they lose. I'm pretty sure you guaranteed it. I'm pretty sure they did. I can't go that far back in the chat, but I'm pretty sure they guaranteed it. So expect a request.
Yeah, all right then. You off Stu D. What you normally want off Stu D is his football bets more than his horse.
I don't do football. I can't stand football. I never understand the gayness of football.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
They spend 90 minutes, if they're lucky, kicking a ball around, and then they're only interested in the other guy's shirt.
No,
gotta have his shirt. Gotta have his shirt. Gotta have his shirt. Let me have his shirt. That's weird.
You do not want to say all winners because if they don't win, he's never going to.
Look, they've guaranteed it. He's just confirmed. He's guaranteed it.
Right. Anyway, I'm out of here. Take care, everyone.
See you guys. Cheers.
See ya.